Date with a psychopath? So, when I was around 20 years female, I was newly single and exploring the apps. I matched with this guy named Alex. He wasn't my usual type, but his profile seemed cool. Showed he was in school, had a car and job, plus friends. So he didn't seem weird to me at all. We got to talking and he seemed pretty into me, so we set up a date. He came to pick me up for a driving date, so basically sitting in his car for hours driving around. Yes, I don't know why I did this, but I blaming it on being young and dumb. I did that too. Most of my dates were like this when I was like young, very young. So he started driving. We drove about 40 minutes all the way to downtown. Mind you, during these 40 minutes, he was blasting music at full volume. Girl, how did you talk to him? When I brought up that I thought it was a little loud, he said, "Nah, everyone loves it. Not me, though." They, in fact, did not love it, I can assure you. Anyways, we get to the heart of the downtown and he parks outside a very famous and prominent tower in the city and gets down on the ground and just stares at it. No warning, nothing. This is where I started to think he was a little strange. He then hopped up and said, "Let's go get some food now." I guess he was hungry. It was very strange. So now driving. So now we begin to get to what's happening. So now we begin driving to get food, and he drives 2 cities outside of the one we're in. Oh my god. How bad do you want that burger? Essentially, we've been driving now for hours. Where where do you get me? While on this drive, he starts spewing racist BS and then abruptly tells me that he's a very depressed and troubled person. I believe you. And asks me if I have ever done the slicey dicey to my wrist. Oh my god. With this, I was very taken aback and didn't really know what to say. I don't either, girl. I mean, I've known this man for a few hours at this point and didn't think conversation could get this deep. He confided in me and told me he had been hospitalized hospital in hospital before for SH. At this point, the vibe was giving off was scary and I started to feel in danger. But I was even more scared that I offended him. Something bad, if I offended him, something bad could happen. Let's not forget I'm in his car. He has my home address and I'm 2 cities out of mine. So I played nice. We finally got to a food spot and ate some dinner. At last he paid, right? Oh my god. That's so funny. Anyways, psycho, but I'm paying for the date. Guys, it's possible. Sorry, it's a joke. It's a joke. Anyways, now when it starts to get really creepy, we begin driving again back to our city. Thank God it's back. But he keeps taking the long way, so our 1 hour drives drive turns more into a 3 hour drive. Oh, girl. At this point, we're back in the city, but it's really, really late at night, around 11:30 p.m. This is when he goes into a dark neighborhood and he starts driving very fast around tight roads and corners. It's like playing Russian roulette with this man when you are with him in the car. As he's doing this, I ask him to slow down because he's scaring me, and he turns and looks at me with no emotion and says, "You know, I've had some really hard days in my life." Okay? And I said, "I know you told me. I'm so sorry." And then he said, "I used to hurt so bad that I will come and drive my car just like this and off squirrels so something else could hurt as much as I did." Oh my god. I was in shock. I was honestly very terrified with what he said, and not to mention his strangeness from the start. All I could do was ask if he still did it, and said, "No, not anymore." I knew that wasn't true, but I thought I offended him. If I offended him, he can easily overpower me. So play it nice again. At this point, we were very close to my home, thank God, about 10 minutes. Then abruptly, he asked if I've been to this park that's coming up. This park is at the bottom of a cliff. Oh my god, what a park! And it's the middle of the night. I have been to this park, but even if I hadn't, I would have said yes because there is no way I wanted that man to drive me down there. He then said, "Oh, perfect. I haven't. You can show me around." Oh my god. And took a right and drove down the very dark road to the bottom of the park. Bro, where the parking lot was completely empty with about 6 streets light total. Needless to say, I thought I would be victim number one. No, you're not. The squirrels were first. Since I was here, I obviously wasn't. But since I'm here, I obviously wasn't. But his tone and mannerism were so strange while we were there. He then basically forced me to kiss him pretty intimately and got harsh handsy while I kept pushing him off. It didn't escalate past that, and then he drove me home. I blocked his number and all his socials after, but I often wonder if I really did go on a date with a psychopath. Girl, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta say I was very, very nervous for you. Even though I knew you were fine in writing this story, but that man gave me chills. Like, what the actual fuck? Oh my god. I don't know if he's a psychopath, but that's a person that suffers a lot, and that's a bad person too. Like, oh my god. So, guys, what do you think? Was he a psychopath? Comment down below what you think. And did you ever dated a psychopath? Like, not all are murderers and psycho killer. No, some are just emotionless people and trying to fit in. Like, you know. Uh, anyway, if you like my story, like and subscribe, or not, that's okay. See you when I see you. Bye. Shh. Psycho killer.